I'm set fire to the see. What did I say? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. All right, here we are. All right, we are officially on the YouTubes. Hello, YouTubes. I'm going to pop out this chat box just in case anyone comes in and wants to chat. Right, Case?
Yeah.
We care if people have opinions. One of these days, we will get more than... Honestly, I think more people watch Gay Power on YouTubes than they do anything I post on the Tony Soto Show's YouTubes.
Fuck yeah. I just watch a bunch of them. I watch like it's six every.
Do you watch the YouTubes? Like I'm talking to people who are like, oh, all I watch is the YouTubes. I'm like,
for the Gay Power?
No, I mean like in general. Like, do you like people watch the YouTubes for like entertainment?
Oh, I do. I watch it when there's things that I want to. I like a lot of like international news, and I watch.
Let's fix your tie, KAC. Adjust
I put my glasses on for a reason.
I read.
No, I like, but no. That I feel like you get a better perspective. Like I wanted to watch what the Germans were saying about the Ukrainian war. In English, don't worry. I'm not.
It's like, what are they saying, and how angry does it sound?
It sounds like it always sounds. Like they're
like they're taking over the world,
trying to get the trains to run on time.
What an aggressive language, that German.
It's just it's very brusque.
Like, what's the romanticism sound like? What's a romance novel sound like in the German? I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be sexy.
Eins wants to sex your dicks. A lot of Z's.
Oh, look. I love it. I love that you have new glasses. You're using the appropriate wiping device that you are given for said glasses. Fast forward 1 month.
No, the nice thing is I have my older shitty pairs, so I can wear those at nights when I fall asleep on the couch. So these are not going to get it all bented up.
I have my laying face glasses for sure. Yeah. Well, are you ready to do a show, Casey? Fine. All right. Now don't do that. You do this a lot. You're like one of those birds that drinks the water.
I love that bird.
Yeah. Don't get so close to the microphone, you son of a bitch. See, his headphones are off right now.
I just remembered if I was going to talk to you for another half an hour, I'm going to need my vape.
I don't know what that means. Well, you know what? Luckily, I've been drinking for 2 hours, so I'm ready to go.
You know what, Tony?
What if
I do like this new drinking? Yeah.
What if
it's a little concerning, but
what if I was like hiding an alcohol problem from you?
Well, it's not the first thing you'd be hiding. So I'm keeping an eye on it.
Truthfully, what if I just became that one of those intervention people? Like every time I got up, there was just an airline bottle just underneath me. Real classy and white about it, though. Like I drink out of airline bottles.
Yeah, nothing says classy.
She don't travel nowhere, but she drinks like she's in the sky.
Did you watch The Queen's Gambit?
Why would I watch something about chess? Like, why would
I? Actually, it was good. It's highly stylized. I felt the same way. Way. It's more a story. So it's an emotional story.
Listen, you can only make this exciting for so long. I'm guessing. I don't know. I didn't see it.
It was.
Was it that? But they were in love. With this was.
No, the mom was a severe alcoholic, and she was fun about it. And I was like, I was gonna say that you would be.
Oh, I like a fun alcoholic. You know what? I had a friend in high school. Well, growing up my whole life, basically, but found out that his mom was an alcoholic, and it was really bad for him. But I just remember his mother being so pleasant. It's like Joe just seemed so ready to go.
Well, you got probably afternoon Joan. No one likes hair pulling Joan. No one likes like nighttime Joan.
Ajax on the floor, no wire hangers Joan.
Yeah, probably dabbing a little Ajax too, if you know what I mean.
They don't, because people don't do that. That doesn't even make any sense.
I believe.
Not on my birthday. Don't be a hack on my birthday.
It's not your birthday.
You got to give me 80% today on my birthday. Who knows?
Fine.
Someone could wait to listen till Saturday, and then it is my birthday. And
I'm ready to do
you're
it.
Taking it away from them.
I'm not giving you a happy birthday in the beginning unless you want me to, like in the intro.
No, you don't have to. Listen, just because I make you my priority and number one on your special days, does not mean if this relationship was give and take, I would have been gone a long time ago. So give me what you planned. That's all I want. I want you to be happy. I'm going to deliver. I'm a middle child. I just want you to whatever you want to do, Casey.
I'm a middle child too, but I had 6 years before my sister was born, so I have a lot of bratty tendencies.
Oh my God, you're the worst. See, yeah, my parents didn't wait that long for me. They knew. Like,
my mom tried. She had 3 dead kids in between. So, thanks for bringing it up.
Why are you making it sad on my birthday?
Not your birthday.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to give you 3, 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gay Power Half Hour, the only gay podcast on the internet that's just like the World Cup because we're controversial on an international scale, and yet we have our moments of brilliance with Casey Lai and the nearly birthday boy, soccer boy, Tony Soto.
Hi, I am Tony Soto. So I just want to be right off and let you know that I liked the World Cup entrance. I am a fan of football.
Mm-hmm.
But only for surface reasons.
Go ahead.
Well, so I recently gambled that game. I gambled for Iran to win.
Well,
and I gambled against my country, and I lost. So I learned my lesson not to choose the hottest team for the win.
You chose Iran. You bet against the United States. You bet on Iran.
I did. I bet.
You're like an arms dealer.
First of all,
you don't give a fuck.
First of all, are you watching the World Cup? Because the Iranian reporters have been very, very fucking mean to the American players, and you are mispronouncing their country. And did you see that?
The Islamic Republic of Iran.
Did you see that when
the
cute black player on the American team said Iran, and he was like, and then the reporter was like, "Oh, you say you respect our country, but you can't even pronounce it right. It's called Iran." And it was like, and the guy, listen. Everyone is making the World Cup political except for the soccer players. Like, the soccer players don't want to be. They just want to be playing soccer, but literally everyone around them in the ethos is like cashing back money, making bribes, and fucking pushing their weight around, and it's crazy. So yes, I vote for the hottest teams because I don't follow during the year. You know what I mean?
A couple of things. One, you're not voting for anyone. It's a game. It's not.
I passed a few ballots. I cast a few ballots.
I want to say a couple of things. It's Tony. First of all, happy birthday, Tony. We really buried the lead here. You are turning a new age, and this is your birthday show. And
you want people to know that it is not actually my birthday yet. My birthday is on Saturday, so this is not technically my birthday show, but this is the show that is before my birthday, and the only time that I can get a moment in Edgewise to talk about it.
Oh God. Yeah. I'm sorry that I do all the talking on this show. Let me interrupt you to say happy birthday. And let me say that I appreciate you so much. You are truly my best friend. You are so authentically yourself. And you have been since the moment I met you. You haven't changed. You've gotten older, like all of us, but you haven't changed a smidge. And you know what? That's a lie. You have changed. You remember when we used to fight a lot? Now we barely fight. Last night we almost fought. You dismissed me in a way that I hadn't been dismissed by anyone in a really long time.
You came in grand. You came in like you could control the situation. I was like, she cannot.
I don't.
You like to walk into situations where you think with involving me where you think that you can come in and settle her down. And I'm sorry, Queen, you can't settle her down.
No, if there's one thing I've learned in our entire relationship, that you shan't be settled. But I want to just, to be clear for the audience who doesn't know what we're talking about, me trying to settle Tony down involved, and I don't want to go into the details, but it was at a comedy show. And someone on the stage wasn't doing so great, so it was relatively quiet in the comedy hall, and all I hear are three of my friends fucking chirping in a fight. Three of my friends in a fight, and they're everyone is like trying not to pay attention to them, but they don't want to pay attention to the person on stage, which they had proved. So I go over to maybe be like, "Hey guys, could you take it outside?" And I was dismissed with a hand and a look that I had not seen in quite a moment. And I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. We're at a hard seltzer center downtown, and everyone's gotten a little too turned on these hard seltzer cocktails.
Well, who knew that Truly made their drink so boozy? Like, honestly, I mean, granted, I did have a Manhattan before I got there, but thank you so much. Wait, we're talking about the World Cup.
Well, yeah, I know, but I wanted to go back to the World Cup. Also, I wanted to say what is also funny to me is that you are now drinking and gambling these days. Like, I don't know if you know, but Tony's drinking again, which is cool. It wasn't a problem. He's smoking cigarettes and he's gambling. He went to Vegas for a night and he comes back, he plays craps, and he's gambling on the World Cup. And I'm not concerned, but let's be real, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Do you want to know why I felt so good about Iran and the US and it going to Iran? It's because like every game that I saw when I was in Vegas for that day, I called everyone. I was like, everyone, all the way to the Vikings game for football. I was like, it's the Vikings. Like everyone I called, and I was like, oh my God, if I was a sports bettor, this would be great. And so then I was watching the Iran game with Wales, I think it was, and then I was like, these boys are
they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
Sexy. And so I was like, okay, and then they won. And so I was like, "Ooh, the next they're coming up to the U.S." And I'm thinking, it is Iran's time. Like this is a good story for them. This would be good for their country. This was like when the Saints won the Super Bowl after Katrina in New Orleans. This would be really good because they're like, you know, they're visible right now on like with all the protests that are happening over there. And what has America done? Like, what have we fucking done? Like, honestly, female football or female soccer for the US, I can get behind. They're winners. These guys don't win all the time. So I was like, it's their time. I'm going to put some money on this game. They're going to win. I'm not going to tell anyone about it. So no one can call me a terrorist or a fucking whatever. Terrorist. But then, what's it called when you're treasonous? And I was like, but whatever, like, par for par, sexier team, better storyline. Like there's nothing happening in our country that we deserve a sports win right now. You know what I mean? There's turmoil.
I don't know, but it was just Biden's 80th birthday. Give him a World Cup.
You deserve a World Cup for fucking from the hot Iranians. They're so and they're dramatic. You know, there's some gayness in there too. Because when they were the last 5 minutes, when they were like trying to like get fouls and stuff, and they're like, I was like, y'all a little bit dramatic, which I like.
Look, I want to say, first of all, I truly love soccer. Every 4 years, I love soccer. It is the hottest sport that I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's not just the Iranians who, I will agree, very like on average, very strong, sexy team. Although I'm not gonna lie. All the teams from the Iberian Peninsula holding it down. Every team is hot. I just want to fuck every soccer team, get fucked by every soccer team. I want to have a really good time. I want to go to the World Cup, not in Qatar, because you can't get fucked by a soccer team in Qatar, out in the open, because it's very anti-gay. And I don't like the politics behind it, but I have to say, it is hard to think about politics when you're watching these twinks just like flip over each other to fucking kick a ball into a net.
I don't think these are twinks. I don't think that these are twinks. Like, have you ever like listen? I went to a college for my first 2 years that had a soccer team and a swim team. Oh, she was busy those first 2 years. Oh, Lincoln College. shout out to Lincoln College in Lincoln, Illinois. Like it was like the crossroads of everyone who needed to get good grades before they could go to a real college. So it was like all kind of like the bad sports players, like the bad guys. And I'll tell you,
I fucked at sports because they were.
I fucked. No, they were good.
They were good enough. I'm sure.
I fucked many a swimmer and the soccer players. And listen, they're short in stature, but there's nothing twink about them. Like,
no. I mean, it depends. Like some of them are
they're more
older.
twinky than a fucking. If we're talking, and I'm just saying, like,
Thank you.
I'm not saying no. That's not a compliment to you.
Thank you. I hear what I hear.
Yeah, a 39-year-old twink and a 43-year-old twink.
Oh, 4 years older than me. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's not much, just so you know. I mean, a lot can happen in 4 years.
It's a whole toddler.
Yeah.
For sure.
And by 4, I was on my own, a latchkey kid, mowing grass and shit, earning my keep. And you are still being suckled up until what, 16, 17? So we live different lives, but.
Well, that's how you get all the nutrients. You get all the good nutrients for your brain. Your brain doesn't stop growing until you're 16. That's when you can stop breastfeeding. Everyone knows that.
But long story short, I'm not voting. I keep saying
do you
voting.
Do you have a bookie? Do you have a bookie? Like, where'd you come back? Who'd you go to?
I'm not gambling on soccer anymore because honestly, out of the sports, look, I like it for as much depth as you like it. I think it's one of the most boring games ever. I don't think that anything should end in a draw. I don't think there should ever be a tie. I'm sorry. That's silly. I don't need to watch you kick things with your head and your feet back and forth. But I do like to see y'all fall and slide across the grass. You know what I mean? And then get up, then play with the grass stains. I like that.
You love a good grass stain. You have interesting fetishes. But I will say, I know our audience doesn't come to us to hear us talk about sports.
Oh, this is the jockiest gay power half hour we've had in a while, girl.
Certainly is, bro, girl.
The jockiest. Put your hands up. Let them know.
Yeah, hands up. No hands. Look, mom. No hands. Can't. In American, you know why they call it American football? Because everyone who plays it is ugly. And that's what makes it American. But international football is the beautiful game because everyone who plays it is a super hot babe and they score.
But it's not exciting.
It is so exciting. No. It's so the American Iranian game was so exciting. How can you?
The last 10 minutes,
tension filled. No, the whole time. That fucking poor boy scored that goal and he got his groin kicked out and he had to go to the hospital. That's fun.
No, I was
really. He put his fucking groin on the line for his country. Sure, a problematic country, but still, he did it, and we won.
I was recording.
And you bet against us, you fucking traitor.
I was recording the Tony Soto show during it, and when I took my break for the Tony Soto show, I looked and I saw that the U.S. had scored, and I was like, "Well, it's fucking over." Fucking America.
You bet on the game, and you didn't even watch the game.
I watched the last 10 minutes of it I watched the last 10 minutes and then the extra 9 minutes. So I watched 20 minutes of the goddamn game. That's enough. Listen, I only care for sports at the end, like the last quarter the most, and it's got to be a close score. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, sports is stupid. I don't need to see you work up to it. First of all, if I could just come into the room for when you come, that would be great. Skip all the mess. Just get straight to the explosion. That's the way I play. Same with sports.
Got it. Well, what a tremendous lover that you are. And I wish you on your almost birthday success in all of your love and gambling adventures. And honestly, they're kind of one and the same.
If this is the beginning of the downward spiral, you will catch me, right? Like you're not going to let me go down the spiral. Like do not let me go down the spiral. Like
honey, nothing in my life would I want to do more than make sure you know that I know that you're falling apart. All right. We're not there yet.
Let's move on we literally did half the show about soccer. That's wild.
Well, it's once every 4 years. Let us have it, fans. We haven't.
It reminds me of like, so how just of a dumb American I am because like, are you really?
I really have to. I'm really sorry.
Whoa, she's putting me on hold. You have no idea. So what just happened was Casey got up out of nowhere. I'm not stopping the clock, everyone. This is a half-hour show, and you are getting it the way it is. We're live.
I'm so sorry.
We're live on YouTube right now.
I'm so sorry about that.
We have ones of people watching right now, and she had to get up. What did you have to just do?
The door was locked and Ben didn't have his keys. I'm really sorry about that. That's
good. No. You don't want to make Daddy mad.
No. That and I locked the door. Yeah. No,
she'd be mad at you that she forgot her keys.
Can we edit that out? That never happened. What a birthday show. I truly
that is in. Are you kidding me? Listen, I didn't even stop the timer, but I remember exactly where I left off, if that helps.
Yeah, keep going, please. Carry on.
This reminds me about how like typically world politics to me, I'm much more of a local gal. You know what I mean? I like US politics. It's messy, it's run and mire, it's nuts. I can understand them. So like European politics and stuff like that, it isn't really something I'm completely in tune with. Like I have a vague knowledge of who's at war and who's genociding who, and that's about it. So the soccer, the football, the World Cup reminds me of when I was hired to host a Eurovision party.
Oh, yeah.
At the precinct. And how 15 minutes into me hosting that event, the Europeans basically just told me to shut up and sit down because I was basically on the mic and being like, and why don't we like them?
Yeah.
And wait, who are they? And they're just like, they take it real, which I guess is patriotism and whatnot.
It's patriotism. And we don't get that here in America. And it is true.
No, Star Search got canceled.
Remember Star Search?
Of course I do. That's where Beyonce came from.
Beyonce.
They called her Beyonce.
Canals. Give it up for Beyonce Canals and these other two girls. And Ed McMahon's like, hoo-ha!
Well, listen, I think that we should probably talk. I mean, we got real broy there. So gay stuff is in the news, Casey.
Tell me about it.
Well, no, you tell me about it because you're the one who says it's momentous.
I did not say momentous.
I've always said that I never lobbied for it in the first place. So I was I was all for the people who wanted to march for marriage equality. It's never been on my list of things to do. So it wasn't my fight. But however, it happened. So
this is the thing that annoys me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're talking about the fact that the Congress is on its way to passing a gay marriage law that will codify gay marriage nationally. And essentially, it revokes DOMA, which was put in place in the 90s as a weird fucking compromise, which was fucking bullshit. Yeah, thanks, Clinton. That said gay marriages could not be federally recognized. This is now repealing that, and it is codifying gay marriage into the federal law on the chance that the Supreme Court overturns its Obergefell ruling, which allowed gay marriage federally. So it's a law that is a protectionary thing rather than changing anything. But a lot of people are on all sides, of course, are not happy because it's not perfect. The conservative side, they're not happy because America is furthering down its path as a Satan worshiping, Groomerville or whatever they like to think that it is.
Hail
and then
Satan.
on the left, it's not perfect. It doesn't force. There's nothing. The law.
It's a federal thing. It doesn't. States laws can still,
because America is a racist country and does things lets the states have a lot of control, especially the southern states, because that control means controlling what Black people and people who are not just them get to do. Marriage is a state's thing, marriage is recognized by your state, but this means that if you get married in another state and you live in one of the states that's bad, the state won't recognize it, but you know, your marriage will be recognized federally. It's not perfect, but it was what got done. And also a lot of the people who are against it are also the same people who are like, fuck marriage, gays shouldn't be getting married, we're liberationists, the world should change to look more like us than us. I mean,
this is the most
like the world, which I agree with.
This is the most movement that we've seen on a socio-political thing, I think, in a moment. Like, look, let us not forget, marriage equality was taken away and then brought back. Like it's been a process. And what I like, and what is, I mean, I'm nervous because obviously we're not going to get abortion in time, you know what I mean, before the House changes over in January. But what I'm saying is that initial revoking of Roe v. Wade made the American people realize that shit then can be taken away. And so, like, this is, when you say you want your government to actually do something, we're seeing it happen. And we're seeing it happen on a bipartisan level.
Yeah. Like 12 or 13 Republicans voted for it as well. And I mean, the thing you're saying, like, well, we're not going to get abortion. We wouldn't be able to get a law for abortion without killing the filibuster. And we couldn't kill the filibuster because we don't have the votes for that. Like, it could be passed in the House, but it wouldn't be passed in the Senate, so it wouldn't become law. And I don't like, this is, you know, we were having somewhat of this argument with some friends too. It's like, I don't.
Well, yeah, we could have done it right, but yeah, no, go ahead.
Well, but I don't understand why it's like we should push for something that's not going to happen. I get that symbolically, but also let's like fight for things that can get done. And that, I mean, that's an inherent difference. And I'm a fucking conservative cuck as a result of it. But it's like, no, I'm an American.
You're here to hear first, folks. She said it out of her own mouth. She's a conservative cuck. She's got glasses. They hang on the end of her nose more than they do up top. Look, I am all for. Look, I've always said I want to see government work. Like I'm not asking for overnight things. I've seen enough conjunction, junction, what's your function bullshit or whatever to know that there's lots of things that go in to government. And the problem that we have now is we have opposite teams who care more about their teams than getting things actually done and collecting the fucking payments of the month, or the, you know, the salary that they get for the fucking job, and then all the extras from all the fucking bad shit that is killing us. So I'm happy that this has happened, because nothing has happened for a long fucking time. Now, was it far enough? Was it the right topic, or was it the right thing? We're all not going to ever agree on it. So my thing is if we see bipartisan movement happening, that should be good. And we should at least appreciate that on what it was, because
go ahead. Yeah.
No, that just means that we're talking. That just means that there is communication going around.
And I think, and I agree with that 100%. And anytime that like people from across the aisle are working together, it means that like then they like learn how to work together on a thing, meaning that they can maybe there are other common ground that they can find. And I think this is a finger in the eye of the fucking far right wing. If evangelicals are against something, then it's a good thing. Okay. Yeah. And so that's fucking go with that. And also there's another another thing that some people are upset about is the fact that there was an amendment in it that the Republicans wanted, which protected private religious businesses from not, you know, taking part in a gay marriage. And people are upset about that. But here's what I want to say on that. It's
that's a part that I'm upset about.
Hey, yeah. But the thing is why go to a religious cake shop to just get your fucking gay cake?
It's not only just the cake shops. It's fucking doctors. It's pharmacists. And the thing, it's like when it comes down to it, like, first of all, yes, don't go spend your fucking money at a goddamn anti-gay bakery. But the thing is like if I go into a doctor's office and the fucking what's up?
This is doctors don't. This isn't that's not about this.
No, but I'm saying, but this happens in general, like, and it has happened. And so the thing is like the whole thing. If you want to play in this capitalistic game that we're all taking part in and trying to make success for yourself as a result. If you are doing it and you're in the free market where we all fucking are, you should not fucking be able to be like, but I don't deal with gays. But I don't deal with trans people. Okay, well, then you deserve to go out of business. And the thing is, if that's the fucking law, then I think every gay group should go and picket every single business and put them out of business so they fucking know what it's like.
Go for it. That's democracy. But what is not is I don't think the government should force a business to have to fucking take part in something that they don't believe in. I can get behind that, despite how on the side of the thing that they don't believe in. No, but it is to me, it's like it's this compromise of being like, let something be like, let's disagree on things, but not let that get in the way.
Then they have to put something on their business. That's the thing. Because here's the thing. It is unfair for me as a queer consumer to be going around trying to find out where to put my queer money, to walk into an establishment that is bigoted and is going to refuse my business in a very homophobic way. And I didn't know they were that business. Why do I have to deal with that? So if that is your take, then yes, sure. Be a bigot, but you have to have a big old B in your fucking window so everyone knows who is queer and allied to queers know to not go to that business. Because how dare, if that is your stance as a business owner, I don't want to be duped into spending my queer money in there just because that was the day I was talking in low tones.
Okay, I hear you, but if you're that concerned, do your research before going out shopping.
People don't fucking, what do you mean? People don't fucking put on their fucking websites, oh hi, we hate faggots. That's not something that. So
what you're saying is you don't want to go into a place and then be. And hold on. I just want to clarify. So what you're saying is you don't want to go into a place assuming you're going to have some business be done and then get called a faggot and be turned away. That is
literally everything. Every time we hear a fucking cake story, every time we've heard a cake story, it is just random mo's going in to get a goddamned cake. And what were they met with? Fucking discrimination. And that's why it's an issue. And the thing is, it's like, they wouldn't have walked into that cake shop if there was a big old B in the window because they're fucking bigots.
Well, if there's a big old B on the window in a cake shop, it means that they have less than A sanitary policies in their place.
Y'all got rats.
Not shocking to me that they have rats because they're a place full of rats to begin with.
That's what I'm saying.
And
full of roaches. All roaches.
And I agree. If there's a big old B in a fucking window, I don't want to go in to begin with. Okay. And I hear. I just think that by demanding and forcing, it entrenched people into their more bigoted place. And I'm not. Hold on. And so this is a different tactic. This is a tactic that's saying okay, we'll let you be dumb bigots if that's what you need to be, and let's see how that. But we're also going to say that on a federal level, marriage no matter. And also this is only
I don't think it's forcing anything to fucking listen. It was never an issue. It was queer people going in and ordering cakes and it said Carol and Jan. And they walked in not it being an issue. And then all of a sudden, because those bigots saw Carol and Jan on a fucking cake, they made it. They do not deserve to be in business if they cannot, because before that, no one said a fucking thing. Do you think I went to a Dairy Queen and got an ice cream cake and didn't put two boys' names on it? That comes out easy and fine. Dairy Queen don't complain about anything. They'll put it on any ice cream cake you want.
Here's my thought. Here's my thought on this, and it's long term. And I do think that look, I agree with all of this, but
fight the system.
But we have made, evangelicals are growing and all of that stuff and yada yada yada. But also Gen Z is also growing and taking over and is way less all of these terrible things. And so So let them, part of me is just like, let them be terrible in their ever dwindling market of fucking like of bigotry and homophobia and hate. Like, as much as we build all of that up as if, oh, it was 50% of the country and all that stuff, it actually, that hardcore is only 25%. Okay. And let them continue to fucking,
but they're the loudest. We have this
but let's take away their talking points.
But no, we never will, because
no, we are.
Look,
they can't scream about religious about gays fucking about gays taking over the federal government and forcing evangelicals into taking part in the Satanist system if we're allowing them to have their exemptions.
Yeah, we're allowing them to have their exemptions anonymous. They can stay hidden, and that's bullshit. And see, our good listener from the UK, Alice, just chimed in on our YouTube chat, and she says, I 100% agree. Help me to help me, and let me avoid the bigots of all stripes. And that's the thing. It's like why they get their religious exemptions, and then they can like run businesses where they can still discriminate, because the thing is queer people are still going to be walking into these businesses every day, and they're going to have to be met with no. Jesus says we don't have to.
Well, take your business elsewhere.
Yes, but it's such wasted energy that a queer person has to. Why is it that why is it always the queer community has to make the concessions? We always have to take the lumps. And it's like, and it's a situation where it's like this was what? Do you not understand that people that have to run into homophobia daily, it fucking hurts.
We all do.
I'm saying, when you're going in to buy a cake, the last thing you want to do is walk out due to homophobia. It's such a stupid argument. And we're literally here just coddling these fucking religious fanatics because they're fucking hopped up on God dick. And it's like, and they can't make a cake to a Fred in a gym. But fuck you. Why are we catering to these people?
Because it's like, I mean, look, I get it, but it's like, it's asking the world to be perfect, and so as a result,
that's not asking for perfection. Not like asking, but it's asking not to be discriminated against to walk in when you get a cake is not asking for perfection. It's asking for just what you would fucking get.
But demanding that people do something that they don't
believe in the window
is going to make
bees in the window.
Put bees in the window. Put bees in the window. I don't get, but that's a scarlet letter too.
Put up your Jesus Christ cross in the window, so I'll know to avoid it. Like put up your fucking cult iconography, and I will avoid your shit.
I don't know. I'm also like, you know what, gays, get creative. Walk in there and ask for a very subversive cake that they won't fucking understand, and make them make it fucking that way.
Like, why do we have to even?
Well, why do you want your I'm me and Danny?
I'm saying
walking down the fucking. You don't want that. You don't want that cake.
I'm saying that I feel like I don't think it is a big ask to live in a society where I can just go in and buy something for my partner without there being a question, because you know what, my money's fucking green and your Jesus is fake. We've come to the end of the show. Go ahead. You get the last point.
No. It's your happy birthday. I'll let you. You should have one more point.
I don't have to have the last point. I'm not. I want to hear what you have to say.
I'm interested to see how big of an effect that this is having, like how discriminatory this gets. Like and I'm willing to eat crow if it does become a major issue in this country that enough gays are not getting.
I'm saying that queer people.
Goods.
I think that queer people are discriminated against regularly walking into businesses, especially
of course
especially the ones who are just straight out and gay. But we don't report it. You know what I mean? Like it's like unless it's violent, no one fucking cares, and that's bullshit. I think unless what, I'm shot in a goddamn gay bar, it doesn't fucking matter. Like every other homophobia is just something you just got to deal with and shrug off. I don't know if we're fucking. I'm not asking for a perfect utopia, but I'm saying let me fucking get a cake, fucks.
I will say I gotta have another word.
I want some cake.
I will have another word. I think
you will have another word.
Well, it's because but let's like we're like the original points. 13 Republican senators voted for a bill that is on par, not homophobic, pro homo, and that in of itself is, after all of these fucking Boebert, Groomer, Marjorie Taylor Greene, anti-trans, all of this constant browbeating or drum beating of hate, to have this moment is proof that side is the marginal side.
Listen,
okay. And so we need to go with that and move on that, and then not focus solely on the negative aspect of it, and focus on the parts that are positive and uplifting.
Listen,
you stupid bitch.
Listen, I'm with you on the slow crawl. Okay, look, this is the most movement we've seen in government in a long time. I'm with you on the slow crawl, but you can't be upset with the people who want fast movement. You just can't be, because the thing is like, we are one of the most delayed fucking countries, that where everyone in Europe is looking at us to be the country to fail, because we're fucking with a lot of shit that we're too stupid to deal with. Fucking, so look, I think it's okay to want more, but I'm fine with the glacial pace. I'm 43 on Saturday, okay? So I'm fine. I've waited for things. And quite frankly, I get my cakes from the Vons. They're just fine. And I know some queens work back in that bakery. All right, we've come to the end of my birthday, not my birthday, but my birthday show. Casey, tell people what you're doing.
You can see me Sunday, December 4th at Akbar on the Putterbaugh show. It's a family show, good for everyone.
That's not true. No kids allowed.
I mean, it's the Putterbaughs. They're
when you invite kids in, that's what people get protesty. You can't be.
I wanted to talk about the Balenciaga bag, but I guess we can't. It's not enough.
Oh my God. Oh no, we went long today. So, but I wanted to talk about that too.
Anyway, so Sunday at Akbar, I would say 8, but if you show up at 8:30, I'm pretty sure we'll still be puttering around in the back. And you can follow me on Instagram, KCWLEY. And you know what, just live your life, and don't sell things to people you don't want to.
Research before you go buy cakes. Listen, and stop eating it in and out. Don't go to Chick-fil-A. Like, it's all fuck
Chick-fil-A. You eat at Chick-fil-A.
I don't eat a Chick-fil-A. First of all, I never think about it. Listen, I never go to as a chicken sandwich. Like, no matter if I go to a fast food place, I'm getting a burger. Why would I fucking do it with chicken? Y'all, if you like the Gay Power Half Hour, then you should find our iTunes page, subscribe to it, rate the show, leave a comment. We like that. And you get a shout out if you do. So, it's a new little thing we've done. What else? I do Battle Babies every Wednesday at Stash in West Hollywood at 10 p.m. We are going to be doing our semifinals and finals in December the 7th and the 14th. So come out for the semifinals and the finals, where I give a drag performer $2,000 at the end of the year. So more than I've made all year. Learn the Words, Bitch is on December 5th at Akbar. Sign up is 8:30. Showtime is at 9. It is my birthday show, so it is an all virgin show. If you've never and always wanted to perform at Learn the Words, Bitch, you can do it on December 5th. I am the Tony Soto Show on Instagram and TikTok, and we'll be back again next week.
I just need one more word. I love that on your birthday show, what you want is all virgins. Okay. Good night, everybody.
I love the Iranian team. They were so hot. All right. Bye.